Hey, boss Denny. I'm Larry. I'm vocals for FTOL's Rump, Gore Pot. So I do everything for Gore Pot.
Okay.
Lesbian strip and squirt.
Okay.
Coprocephalic, megacolony, face-tip deformation, emasculated vituperation. And we're playing today in Japan.
Oh.
Emasculated vituperation at the fucking Tokyo Bruto Fest, hosted by Bruno-san. Yes, yeah, very good. Like drowning as in like soaking, like blending into the scene.
Yes, like very deep,
Oh.
super deep.
Yeah, okay. Oh, first of all, you have to understand what you're listening to, understand what people are doing. I didn't know before. I just loved the music itself and the art and everything, logo, band names, everything. So I try to figure out what is what. So there's like a very niche difference between each genres and each style. So I spend a lot of time thinking what styles I want. But in the end, there's just so many styles I want to do, like different feels. And because I'm 42 already, I started around maybe 25, 26. So my personality changes a little bit over time from work and traveling and wife and everything. So right now I'm more calm, and at this stage there's more I want to do. So I just keep delivering more music, and thanks for everybody's support that's able to keep me going, because I take feedback seriously. I want to know if people like what I do, because I don't want to be like somebody else.
Okay.
I want to be me. So if anybody supports me, that's a great support on my personal support.
Okay.
It's
Why?
it feels like you accomplished something. You finished something really hard to accomplish, and then in your mind you have, like, I'm always I have serious ADHD. So if I don't do this, it gets stuck on my mind. If it gets stuck on my mind, I don't feel okay. I get angry, I get nervous. So I want to release more music because it helps me. Therapy. I stroke it hard to make it come. No, it's sometimes I drink, sometimes I go crazy, sometimes I work very hard. Everything is an inspiration. I have ideas from everything. Even just now I had like too much ramen and there's too much pork. And from sweating I have some ideas. And so I translate it into music and art. I have natural Viagra. I never tried Viagra. I heard if you take Viagra too much, you don't have a standard. In German, chin chin ping ping in Japanese. You cannot have it. So it's how I grew up. I don't want to fail. My mom said don't fail. So I said, okay, I don't fail. So if I don't keep doing, I feel like I'm failing. So that's even worse. So I just keep doing. Even though there's a lot of pressure, I don't want to fail. I want to be good. But not to, not like a competitive way, but to beat myself, get better of myself. Because I tried almost everything. When I was in school in America, there's a band called Talking to a Wall. I played bass in. It did a lot of genres. Again, it's fun to play, but it's as an album or as a music, it's not really my thing. I want to be able to enjoy, to be able to make. So if I don't enjoy, then I don't think I can make good, music in the sense. So slam, I compare to everything. Before Dying Fetus has a part, and it really struck me. So this part is the slam part. So any band that has this part, I think maybe I just do that because that's what I enjoy the most. Angel Ochoa. It's like his sound blew my mind. I'm not sure how he created the sound in the first place. So it's like, it's crazy, it's insane. I asked Angel himself. He said he doesn't know. He said the sound engineer made it. But I think it's just him. He's just a very unique person. Matty Way, his performance is crazy.
Okay.
Like super energetic. When I saw it in first, like what? How can people do this? Mukopus, bass player. Alien.
Mukopus.
Yes, like the way he plays bass, he doesn't give a fuck. He
Okay.
doesn't care. He seems like he's from different genre, but I think he enjoys being in Mukopus, going crazy. Mukopus, by the way, is Origin's vocalist X-Band. They released from AVR very back in the day. Super sick album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last musician
Dying Fetus as a whole.
was mean John Gallagher or
I think John Gallagher, because he was always in the band, and I love the demo days the most. So like demo days and Grotesque Impalement. He said that's his first song that he ever written. It's because I checked out the Suicide Silence podcast the other day. He talked about it. So I was like, what? The first song is probably maybe the best song ever. Yeah, it just flows so good. I like I said, Mukopus, super crazy. Photopsy, Fuck I'm Dead. Fuck I'm Dead is a death grime band from Australia. Yeah, and for comedy, Excrematory Grindfuckers from Germany.
okay.
It's only a lot of Germans know, but the whole world doesn't really know. It's like they go, how to make grindcore, lesson 1. So it's very, very funny. Super comedian, so it inspires me in different ways. Dying Fetus, Grotesque Impalement, because it's not a lot of songs, but they have like. Hey. We're in their way. Because that EP has like a lot of variety. Like they have solos and they have like prom. Prom is high school dance music. So that I'm like, that's crazy. So it's just very enjoyable album. I think Morbid Angel.
Wow.
Covenant. Yeah, I think that one because it sets the mood. They have a lot of feeling and a lot of variety in the music.
So we have two now already.
Yes, 2 now.
What's first?
Dying Fetus.
Dying Fetus, Grotesque. Morbid Angel, Covenant.
Yes, Covenant, yeah.
Third.
Destroy the opposition. Dying Fetus.
More Dying Fetus.
Yes, more. Because these two are super different.
Okay.
Yeah, the EP and this one super different. The
Fourth?
last one. I also know Wild Hearts
No.
from UK. It's a rock and roll band.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it's HUQ. Fuck. So I listened to it when I was young, and then the transition and everything is insane. I think Copper Cephalic Mutation, we talked about Wild Hearts, but nobody really knows them.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think as a rock and roll band, they're super unique. Fuck up a lot. Because if you want to succeed overnight, it doesn't work. I mean, for some people it works, but usually the way you get famous super fast is by latching onto mainstream and trends. So that means if you latch onto the trends, follow trends too much, then you get drowned into the next trend. So when trends move, you move with the trend, and that's not good because you lose yourself, you lose your identity. So I would recommend finding out who you are first, who you really like, what you really like. Because if you don't know what you like, you cannot do what you want to do for the long run. So if you really want to do things on the long run, keep going. Don't look for a quick success, but work hard to build your success.
Okay.
Because failure, or okay, you say if you're famous, you're not happy with 10,000 likes. If you're not famous, you're not happy with 10 likes. So even if you get 1,000 likes when you're not famous, you go, wow. So when you're famous, you get 1,000 likes, you're like, that's shit. So don't care about any of that. Because in the end, if you just keep delivering your personality, if you have enough work, people can understand who you really are from your work. Then people will keep supporting. They become a fan of yours. You inspire others to keep going for different generations.
Okay.
Because when I started doing this, it's like over 15 years. So like the youngest I've inspired is 15. The oldest I think is 70. So there's a big range. For me, merchandise is merch like snapbacks, dad hats, shirts, long sleeve shirt, hoodies, or whatever. It's a representation of what you like. So, yes, people say, yeah, well, music is music, fashion is fashion. I don't see it the same way because some people they gotta make a living. People's gotta live. So if they want to make music, then they have to work in different areas. Or in Burger King or whatever. So if you work at Burger King and then you make music, you don't really have the motivation to make better stuff, to get better equipment.
Okay.
Because like music equipment is freaking expensive. So I spent thousands of dollars, maybe tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars just to get music equipment. And in the end, you sell them because they're not your sound. So you just keep buying and selling, and breaking. So you need a lot of stuff to support that. So merchandise really lets people to be yourself, to represent what you like. And I think that, it makes businesses, like it supports artists, visual artists who helps build the album, because without the visuals, you don't even know like how to sell an album. Right? They're like, oh, what album is this? I don't know. It's just digital MP3 or WAV files. So with this art, you support the artists. You support the cotton, like Boss Santos. Thank you, Boss Santos. Cotton workers. They make cotton, they make the t-shirts, they make the dye, they print the shirts. And it helps feed a lot of people. So by supporting merchandise, you help support all these people who are passionate about this genre, this music, to make the scene grow. Because we're extreme music people. So we don't really listen to the mainstream music. I mean, some people do. But if you don't like the mainstream music, support your own scene, make it bigger. If you make it bigger, then it influences more people. Then maybe one day, people would prefer underground music over mainstream music. Makes people happy, reduces stress, lesser rage, because a lot of people in the scene love cats and dogs and animals. So it's a very good thing. It's a positive message to help make the world better, support each other and help each other. So if you print t-shirts, then you have a job. If you're an artist, you have a job. If you're a shipper, UPS, post office, then you have a job. It helps a lot of people. Yeah. Very nice. Brutal Mind inspired me. Well, like before, I buy a lot of stuff from Brutal bands, Severed, Comatose, Revenge, because they had Infernal Revulsion and Vomit Remnants back in the day, ADR, and I feel like I want to get Gorpot signed, but then not really a lot of labels meet this genre. So I feel like there's a genre maybe supports stuff that people aren't interested in releasing. So before we worked together with Boss, and Boss really helped me a lot. So I think,
Rush helped a lot.
after working with this job, my tattooing job, distribution means you have one point to your local scene. So the local scene doesn't purchase from America or Europe or Japan that much, because from money you cannot pay. They don't know how to use PayPal or Venmo or Cash App. So in the end, I think it's best if you have like local distribution, kind of like 7-Eleven, Family Mart, so something like that. So I think one more distribution point is good. So I think, maybe I try something, and also I have a lot of CDs from trading. with Gore Park. So I want to sell it formally. So I started Fat Up Alive because I'm fat. So yeah, and, just keep building and building. It's like something you can't take off, and tattoo already represents that you're an extreme person, that you accept more things than normal, right? Like, yeah, like you can take pain. So on that, what is tattoo? Tattoo is actually art on your body. So a lot of people think, well, tattoo is Japanese art or no, but that's not a fact. There's any form of art can be turned into tattooing. They just different form factor. One is your arm, one is your chest, one is your back, whatever. So movies is like, they already tell you what your life is going to be, and it makes you appreciate your current being and how to make yourself better. They tell you the ending, the beginning, and the delivery. So music-wise, a good movie, because it's linear. A picture you can see, you know, in every aspect, but it's already shown into in your eye. So for movies and music, you have to take time to find out, okay, what's the ending? You know, they don't just tell you, kind of like life. You cannot see your life and go, oh, okay, my ending looks like this. So I think with this, with movies, it gives you a lot of perspective, like art perspective, the way you talk, the way you deliver something, the way you present yourself, and then the way you present your music. Yeah, and then so it's all connected in one, just different formats of art. I think rotting and a lot of Indonesian bands. Sufism, I think, is a good one to get into. Yeah, 2023 is a lot of like new stuff coming out. I mean, of course, check out Brutal Mind release and Fat Up Alive release, but do check these out. Probably gonna be mind blowing. A lot of underrated bands people don't check out. But like, you know, before me too, like if I see something new, I don't want to check it out. Because if a new movie comes out, like Transformers, you know it's gonna suck. So you're reluctant to check it out. So this is like a you know, behavior that people usually like. So people always say I overlooked. Boss know, right? Like I leave a comment, why do I sleep on this? Don't sleep on it. Just check it out. Just play it, and then see how it goes. Because if you play it and you're in a band, people will play your stuff too. It's a mutual support. If you're a fan, it helps the artist keep going. I mean, you can complain about it, but at least play it. At least listen to it. Because one day you like it, maybe one day you hate it. One day you hate it, one day you love it. It's hard to say. If you don't hate it, then you don't love it. If you don't love it, you cannot hate it. Love and hate is a two-sided sword. Stay sick, understand yourself, really dig into yourself. Don't just say you understand yourself to understand yourself. Fruto has know what stress test is. Under pressure, you really shows your real personality. So, because I'm an engineer, so an engineer, we know, like for example, a cell phone. We add heat, pressure, and water, humidity, to see how long the cell phone would last, how well it performs. So underwater, maybe it doesn't work. Under too much heat or pressure, it doesn't work. So really stress yourself, because that really makes yourself to take more stress, and then to better your personality. Because if you don't change your personality, you cannot get better. Because we're never born perfect. So be true to yourself. Do whatever anybody says you cannot do. Just change their mind. Because a lot of people say I cannot do what I do now. Hello, car. Oh, the car is so big. Yeah, so be true to yourself and just keep going. Because the more hobby you have, the more you appreciate the world. The more you understand that you missed out on a lot of things in life. Don't miss out. Live and be happy. Because if you don't enjoy it, then what's the point? You know, you're in this shithole anyways. Just enjoy it. Thank you, boss. Terima kasih.